Hey, what's up, everyone? It's JIMBO. Today, we're heading over to Harbor Freight to do something a little different. We're going to see what car detailing products they have to offer. Harbor Freight, known by a few different names, sometimes Hazard Freight, Hobo Freight, China Freight, Harbor Mite, Breaker's Paradise, Barely Freight, is known usually for its one-off tools or one-time use tools, but wanted to see what kind of detailing stuff they had. Everything from brushes to DA polishers, polishing pads, pump sprayers, everything. So we're going to kind of see what they got. Now, I'll be honest, I don't come to Harbor Freight very often, if at all. Sometimes, like I said, for a one-off tool. But as I walk in, I realize I have no idea where the detailing stuff is. So we're gonna go on a little adventure and then come back to some of these toolboxes and some other things that I think could be really useful, actually. I had a really, really good trip. And I think this is actually, I know I kind of made fun of the names. I was so close to the section right here, and then I decided to go back the complete opposite direction. But they actually have a lot of things, and if you know anything about me, I love going to hardware stores to check out tools that may not be for detailing, but that can be used for detailing. And so that's the first thing I find here is just some hoses. I have a weird thing with hoses, but I need all rubber. I hate these like vinyl hoses. But if you need a hose here, and a lot of people ask me what nozzles I use, there's a variety of nozzles. And then I move on to one of my favorite tools in detailing, which is these pump sprayers and foggers. And Harbor Freight is Harbor Cheap, right? Hobo Freight. It's cheap stuff. Prices is cheap, and it's really made cheaply. So, but a couple pump sprayers. Then I noticed the pressure washers. If you're just getting started and you just kind of want to get into pressure washing, these would probably be just fine. I would look up some secondary videos to see if people have dismantled them or anything. But here's where I got excited. The pressure washers and a surface cleaner like this is actually a must-have if you are doing RVs. The hack is to use these on RV roofs. Work really good. This foam cannon looked great. I think I showed the price. I think it's around $35, so a little bit on the steeper end. But if you're looking at something compared to an MJJC, it's going to be about half the price of an MJJC. It looks really good. It felt nice and heavy. I like that it's a wide mouth. It looked really good to me. Then you have the turbo nozzle. This is a little expensive. I think the turbo nozzle was like $26. You could definitely get a cheaper one on Amazon. But again, in a pinch, and that's where these hardware stores come in. In a pinch, you need to know what you can go pick up. So this thing's cool. I'm going to pick it up, maybe mess with it. It looks really weird, but you could change your pressure washer nozzle. That's really cool. And if you just need generic quick connect tips, there you go. So in a pinch, especially if you're mobile or anything like that, this stubby gun looked really good. It felt nice. It's definitely, I started through doing this video kind of making a note of things that I would like to, make sure I review even on this YouTube channel. And so I'll try to link some of the stuff up of my favorites below. But a really good section. This hose, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Again, if you're in a pinch, it may be a good thing. But the nozzles, the stubby nozzle, the tips, definitely I would do that. I would probably pick up a cheap pump sprayer. And then again, I just aimlessly walk around. One, I'm a little nervous having a camera. Then I come to the blowers. So everything is in a different section. And this is why I like to walk the whole store. So these blowers, again, mid, right? But again, we're at Harbor Freight. Everything's kind of mid. But you got to walk around, and I was actually glad that I got to walk the whole store. It's not a very big store. It's not like Home Depot. But a lot of times you have to walk around the whole store, usually multiple times, so you could just get a lay of the land of where things are, because as you'll see, there's things all over the place. Case in point, compressors over here. Now, they have a slew of different compressors, a lot of them that look like the California Air Tools compressors, and depending upon your needs, you may find one there, at least a starter tools. They should call it starter freight. Because basically, these are tools that you buy to learn what you want and what you don't want. Fans are something that's not talked enough about in the detailing industry, but whether you're trying to cool down your shop like I try to, or you're trying to dry out a wet interior in the wintertime, definitely. And then I see the vacuums. I take a peek at these, but honestly, I just... They seemed expensive to me, and I just like the rigid ones at Home Depot, so I wasn't that interested. Hey, look, another spam call. What would you know about that? Another spam. Paint brushes can also double as detailing brushes, so I always try to stop and kind of peruse the paintbrush section, and that's where Hobo Freight is perfect for that. You never know what brush you might be able to pick up there. That'd be perfect. And I'm just aimlessly walking around trying to find the detailing section, even though I was so close in the beginning. Compressors, or generators rather, not compressors, are another very popular thing from Harbor Freight, because you can get like a 2000. This one right here that I start touching, and the top left there is a 5000, which is going to handle a lot, but in typical Harbor Freight fashion, the handle's just a little sticky, but hey, at least there's a handle there, right? And you have a handle for that lock. 5,000, that's a big generator, and I think it was $1,100, which is pretty good if you compare these to, say, a Honda generator, which is going to be much more reliable, much quieter, much better, but also much more expensive. So if you're just getting into detailing, again, Harbor Freight is a great place to go for kind of your first go at things, to learn what you like and don't like. And if you're building your own pressure washer setup, they just sell motors. Again, these look identical to Honda motors, less the Honda tag. And again, I'm just kind of peeking down here to see, I see some bags towards the end that I was kind of interested in, but I'm not a plumber, so I'll skip that. But again, I always check the end caps. It's like when I go to Walmart or when I go to Home Depot or AutoZone, O'Reilly's, whatever. I'm always checking the end caps, seeing what's in different sections. And this is a perfect example of there's just things all over the place that you can use for detailing. As you can see, all the floor jacks, different tools, torque wrenches, air guns. You have everything all in one. WD-40, you never know. There's a look at the floor jacks. More compressors towards the front, rolling carts. We come back to these carts in a second. And then I say, the only place I haven't looked in this whole entire store is this back left corner. I bet that's where the detailing products are, right? So why don't we go check the first corner that I was going to go to, and I, for whatever reason, decided not to. So notice those blowers right there too. That's kind of cool. And this is about right when I saw it, of like, oh, that's where it is. That's where everything is. That's where I was supposed to be. That guy gives me a good look. Slide by because he was taking up the whole aisle. And the first thing we start looking at is buffing pads. I was pleasantly surprised at not these. First of all, can we just admire how much Grant's looks like Griot's? You think there's any inspiration going on there? These look just like Griot's, but it doesn't matter because they look great. The packaging looks great, and I made sure to put everything back on the shelf. Stay away from those bonnets right there. This Hercules 3-piece set I think is great for headlight restoration. So I'm definitely going to be picking this up as a drill attachment for headlight restoration. This is a perfect setup. The pads look just like Meguiar's pads. They feel just like Buff and Shine pads. And so definitely that is a perfect pickup for headlight restoration or beyond. Now, I was a little bummed that they only had 6-inch pads, and honestly, the deal isn't that good. You're looking at $11 normally. On sale for $5. That's a little bit better. I'm telling you, these pads felt like Rupes pads. They felt like Buff and Shine pads. They just feel really nice. This is definitely in a pinch. Again, in a pinch, great to know Harbor Freight has this. They also have that 7-inch backing plate up above to the top left, if you could see it there. But this felt like, again, I haven't tried it, but I have a long list of stuff that I want to try. These pads felt very, very nice. And that's what excites me, and that's why I do these videos of going through the auto parts store or places that you wouldn't necessarily think of getting detailing stuff, because I find myself in a pinch all the time where I'm like, I need one pad. I need it like yesterday. Maybe you're feeling something out on a car, trying something out, and you got nothing, and you just need to run somewhere and get it. You have your whole slew of DAs and rotaries right here. I tend to stay away from these. They're just not my style, but this one actually did feel pretty nice in my hand. And there's a slew of other videos, and again, maybe it'll be another video if you comment below and let me know what you want to see, kind of a deeper dive at Harbor Freight of. But I love those little headlight restoration ones. Here's their little tool, but you know me, I got like 16 Milwaukee drills and whatever, batteries and all that. These microfiber towels were also on sale for $5. They didn't feel the best, but 350 GSM, 16 by 16, a 12-pack for $5 felt a lot better than those Grants. Again, in a pinch, 350 GSM, 16 by 16. as a brand new towel, it's going to get the job done. And then here we go. It's like, okay, here's the stuff I came for. Stay away from this kit. It's good. It'll get the job done. It is like $30. It's just way too expensive for what it is. This I would pick up. $5. And look at how many pieces you're getting in there. 175 piece Q-tip cotton swab assortment. I would definitely pick this up for $5. Well worth it. It'll last you a long time. Stay away from this chamois thing. The chenille wash mitt, I'd probably pick it up in a pinch. Stay away from this foam cannon. Doesn't work. These brushes I would also stay away from. One of my favorite products of all time is this. This is M100 Pro Speed Compound. It used to be much cheaper, but that's okay. It is my all-time favorite compound. This compound is the best. So I absolutely love it. Would highly recommend. 110, M110, this one, has slightly less cut, but also dusts a lot less and finishes out nice. You could actually use it as a one-step when paired. But these two are my all-time favorite. $40, and I think it was $30 for the M100, $40 for the M110. If you're trying to save $10, go with the M100. If you got an extra $10, the 110 is fine. Stay away from the 200 and 210. Ugh, don't even get me started on those. But I think one product that we don't talk enough about is a glaze. So maybe we'll see a return of some glazes. I think they have their place. I think they've gotten kicked to the curb, but anyway, blue bottle stuff. A lot of people like this stuff. Good to see. This is decent. In a pinch, again, this stuff is going to get the job done. Does get a little streaky. Nice little grit guard. I'm like, this grit guard looks like a Chemical Guys grit guard. So definitely whoever Harbor Freight had was heavily influenced by Griots and Chemical Guys. This is my favorite. Skip the blue bottle stuff. Go for the hybrid ceramic detailer. It's like $10 less a bottle. You get the same amount. And it's just a better product. I think it's more durable, easier to use. They're both 26 ounces, though the blue bottle looks smaller. The bottle's fatter than the green bottle. They must be switching it up. You can see right there. But if you had to pick between one, go with the green bottle. Super clean, always nice to have on hand. And we'll talk about another Meguiar's product that smells just like Super Clean here in a second. Now, Ultimate Compound is really good. Is it as good as M100? No, it's kind of in between 100 and 110. In between. It is a little bit cheaper at $9 for this bottle. You get a little less. You're going to get a lot of dusting with the Ultimate Compound. So if you're worried about dust, you don't want to mess, go with the M110 and you get significantly less dusting. Has anyone tried this product? Is there any reviews on it? Let me know in the comments below. And Visible Glass, it's not really my thing, but it comes highly reviewed and highly recommended. I just like a brand new Costco microfiber personally. If you want really shiny tires, Hot Shine tire coating is very good. Just make sure you wipe it down after you apply it, or else you will get sling all the way down the side of your car. But because it's an aerosol, super easy to use. And then I've never tried this either, this Hot Rims wheel and tire. When I read the back, it said it wasn't for aluminum wheels. And so it made me wonder if it was an acid-based product. And so here I am reading it right here going, and then my thought is, I wonder if it's an acid base, and I just couldn't resist. So I opened it up to smell it to see if it was acid based, and I went, oh my gosh, that's Super Clean. It smells identical to Super Clean. So just so you know, I haven't tried the Hot Rims, but I have a suspicion it's Super Clean. If you want a better rim cleaner, I would go with Ultimate All-Wheel Cleaner, which will double as an iron remover. So you could actually use the Ultimate All-Wheel Cleaner on your paintwork as an iron remover. You're not going to be able to do that with Hot Rims. Everyone loves Gold Class. I don't. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the smell at all. I opt for Hyperwash. It's out of their detailer line, which is just going to give you more bang for your buck. It's going to be more concentrated and give you better suds than Gold Class. You're going to need a lot more Gold Class. And the Wash and Wax, I'm not a fan of Wash and Wax soaps because they could hinder the hydrophobic properties of your coating. And then here's a foam cannon, a garden hose foam cannon. So again, they have different things in different sections of the store. We saw the pressure washer foam cannon with the pressure washers, and now this over with the detailing stuff, which is kind of interesting. You would think that they would put the all the foam cannons together, but yeah, So they don't. That's why you got to walk in circles. So I was super happy about that. I've never tried these air fresheners either. And then there's some more microfiber towels, but as you can see, it's a very small section, only Meguiar's and a few other things. So as I typically do, I start perusing other areas of the store. There's some more of those Grant microfiber towels for $5. I was looking for gloves, like, gloves to wear, but some other random tools that I honestly don't know what they're for. And then I'm like, okay, small section, interesting. I like it. Some good things in a pinch. Not quite as good as like an AutoZone or O'Reilly's or anything like that, but pretty sufficient for some decent stuff. The pads, great on the pads. I think that's really good. And then I'm like, you know what? I got some time. Let me go peruse and see what else we can have for our detailing business if we wanted to kind of knock it out of the park or just get a lot out of one. And so I started thinking about storage cabinets, ladders, drills. And I saw this cart over to the right, or this, not a cart, but this rack rather. But then I realized it was plastic, but cheap rack again. Just other things that you could supplement in your garage is kind of what I was looking for. So I kind of peruse through here, and I like these. These are nice cabinets. I know they're not high end, but I don't think you go to Harbor Freight expecting high end stuff. I think you could go to Harbor Freight to get the stuff done, right, and to get a certain look. And so that's what I think a lot of people get confused. They go to Harbor Freight thinking they're buying high-end stuff. I absolutely love some of these magnetic accessories. You could put your buffing pads in that one to the top right. You got one's shelved right here. I know it's meant for gloves, but you could put your buffing pads in there. It'd be great. These magnetic hooks, I picked up a couple that I pick up. And then that paper towel holder, especially now that they're making microfiber towels on like paper towels. Definitely, I already have one of those at home. So this is a good little section to find some accessories, and they have different colors and stuff like that. And then again, these cabinets, they just look really nice. Are they the highest quality stuff? No, but they also don't have the highest quality price tag or the highest, price tag. They're probably going to come dented, to be honest with you. Rolling seats, but they look very nice. And if you're looking for a look nice that your clients probably won't care if they're Snap-on or Lista or whatever, am I recommending them? I don't know. They're probably fine. And then I finally found some ladders. These platform ladders are definitely need these platform ladders if you don't have one. There's the hood stand I probably paid too much for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I actually had a really good time. Harbor Freight's awesome. So there you have it, guys. Harbor Freight might not be your first thought when it comes to detailing supplies, but they actually have a lot to offer. We saw the microfiber towels, the DA polishers, foam cannons, detailing brushes, and you can really build out your detailing kit without spending a fortune. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more tips and tutorials. And if you want to elevate your detailing game even further, check out jimbosdetailing.com. That is my line of professional detailing products. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.